I'm white. I'm black. I'm yellow. I'm red.
I'm gay.
Now, Britannica defines Asia as the world's largest and most diverse continent, which is not what I was told in middle school by all the white kids, that we look the same, but nevertheless, Asians represent 4.56 billion people on Earth, meaning if you close your eyes and pick blindly, you would have the perspective of an Asian. Cunning, mischievous, dirty.
What?
These are all words describing Asians during World War II because of Japan's involvement, which are all obviously incorrect and blatant offensive stereotypes as a relic of the past. Now, the only remnants today are the old Call of Duty lobbies that keep this timeless tradition alive.
New year, new me. Now I'm double the racist I used to be.
God damn!
Now, Asians being resilient, hardworking, and most importantly, bald. I'll be covering the complete life cycle of an Asian as an Asian. Now, as you can see at this age, Asians are often targeted by Dr. Disrespect and Ava Chris Tyson. But don't worry parents, after the age of 2, they'll get too old for them. Now, it is unfortunate that when people refer to Asians, they only think of Chinese, Korean, and Japanese people, when Asia is actually an amalgamation of 48 different countries. So I stand with all my Asian brothers and sisters to say, your country is not forgotten. North Korea, I won't let the people do you dirty any further. Now, when an Asian is born, we have a well-guarded ceremony that no one knows about. Our parents hike up a long, treacherous mountain and see a blind old lady who will predict that you will either be a lawyer, doctor, not a pianist even though you'll train your entire childhood to be one, or disowned, another name for any career not mentioned. Now, once you're sorted like you're in Harry Potter, the training begins like that single actual good movie with Jaden Smith in it, before his dad absolutely beat the political and economic state out of him. Now, like every single person on this earth, people begin with a name, and here my racism can only extend to Chinese people respectively. Now, Chinese names cannot usually be translated to English, so a name like
订阅我的频道
will eventually just become Trevor. Now, Asian babies are just like any other baby, except that they look like a dumpling. Here's a baby photo of me.
他的哭吧，他的哭，昨天丢了他。
Now, growing up, usually the Asian child will be signed up to one of 2 different classes. For example, basketball lessons, even knowing his parents are 5'4" and 5'1" respectively. They will still think he will magically grow to half of Victor Wembanyama. Piano lessons, spending tens of thousands of dollars on piano lessons is a must for any growing Asian kid, even though their parents don't even want them to be a pianist, so what's the point anyways? So at this age, Asian people will participate in a variety of extracurriculars, usually one of 3 things, the first of which being a math Olympiad. Now, as much of a stereotype as it is, Asians are pretty darn good at doing math. For example, calculating that if you ask for no ice in your boba, the barista would have to put more drink in. Now, if you search up a math Olympiad, I guarantee you that it's no different than searching an image of a K-pop group. Now, next we have band kids, and while they don't solely consist of Asian kids, it's definitely a quintessential part of the Asian experience. While you'll never see an Asian kid operating the triangle, because that would be an absolute travesty to the bloodline, you might spot one like you're on National Geographic, playing the piano using the lessons that they're most likely going to forget when they're in university. Now, lastly, we have the extracurricular known as bumper cars, an absolute hood classic for every single Asian child to practice before they perform it live. Now, after reaching the full height of 5'5" as an adult, an Asian person is now free to do whatever they want. Now, going into an all-you-can-eat buffet has one mission and one mission only: to eat as much meat as possible. We have the brilliant idea that whatever the cost of the buffet is, we have to double, scratch that, triple the amount of money of meat back into our stomach. Now, a regular person will have a salad, let's say, as a starter.
Where's my salad? I forgot to order salad, oh my god.
But a salad is already calculated by an Asian to be a waste of space when you can have meat. Now, usual main course would be already a form of meat, but Asians double that portion, going not for enjoyability of the meal, but the amount of meat they can stuff down. Finally, for dessert, Asians go for a nice helping of ice cream. Gotcha there, it's another pile of meat. Finally walking out of the restaurant feeling like they legally robbed them. Now, a fully functional Asian will have one of two job opportunities. A, an amateur Valorant player who isn't paid but swears he's good enough to make it to esports one day, even though he's in dirt too. Or B, computer science. Now, while you might think, why do you say computer science and McDonald's? The definition of comp-sci involves mathematical models, data analyses and security, algorithms, and computational theory. And you have to realize that, checkmate bitch, they're the same thing.
Bắn mày liền á. Tụi tao bắn mày á. Mày tưởng tao có súng hả? Tao bắn mày á.
Now, as the life of one Asian concludes, 100 more are born, and as the Asian reflects on their life as their pathway chosen by that blind old lady, thankful for their life as an ex-comp-sci student and former Twitch streamer with 3 concurrent viewers as a side hobby. As the Asian lies there with his heartbeat slowly fading, he reminisces about his childhood, the friends he made, the comments which were low-key kinda racist, his fantastic job, and of course, that BBL baddie that he copped along the way.